Alright guys, quick video on Alder Lake memory overclocking, particularly on the non-K CPUs. As you can see on the screen, I have one of the quite a few Reddit threads up about people having problems with overclocking memory on Alder Lake CPUs like the 12400F and 12100, which of course were quite well received in reviews earlier the year. And the problem that is that because the VCCSA on these chips is locked, you're actually quite limited in terms of your memory overclocking. I mean, this user says what, 3200 to 3600 or something in Gear 1, which is obviously quite a big limitation actually, because 3200 to 4000 or so at least. 4,000 on Alder Lake isn't unusual, I'd say. You should be able to run into 4,200 something maybe on a good board with a good IMC, but you're going to lose quite a bit of performance by losing the memory clock like that. And yeah, you can run in Gear 2, but that's it's going to be a lot slower in reality. And here on MSI's forum, there's actually a post. I'll have the link in the description, saying that they checked with Intel. User can only increase system agent voltage, which is for the memory controller, with Z chipset and K SKU, and they did some internal testing. So the non-K on the B or Z series boards, you can't increase the VCCSA, and it's stuck around 1.9 volts, which is pretty low when you consider that you can run about 1.3, 1.4 daily. And they found with the K series CPUs you can increase the VCCSA. Apparently on the B series chipset it worked for them, and of course on the Z series chipset it is unlocked. So the non-K CPUs are still locked, even though you can overclock the cores. Providing you have the right motherboard, you can overclock the cores pretty hard to high clocks, but you can't really do that on one of you can't really do that for the memory, and like I said, it'll make quite a big difference in performance going from about 3200, maybe 3600 if you're lucky, I guess, to over 4000. It does make a substantial difference in performance, especially on for the DDR4, which you'll probably be running if you are running one of those locked CPUs. And that gives me some thought. We can actually check HWBot. We can see if see what people were running in terms of memory on these. So this is Cinebench. It's not very memory tied. So this is what 2900, so 5800. So that's not. That just looks like an XMP to me. So let's see some of the other submissions for this. We can maybe look at some SuperPi. Nobody's done SuperPi yet. Okay, well, check R15, I guess, and Geekbench, I guess. People would do memory for Geekbench. So here we see 3000, so 6000 at 3039. Does it show the SA voltage somewhere here? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, that's not brilliant. And then here, yeah, 6200, and this is also, what's this board? This is a Aqua OC, and this one is the Strix B660F. Interesting. So yeah, like we said, this is around 6000 on DDR5. And let's compare that to a 12900K maybe. Let's see. I mean, what we're looking at, Geekbench 3. Multi-core. There you see, you know, this is over 7,000 on the memory with that. So, yeah, it looks like you're quite limited actually on the memory overclocks. So probably something to keep in mind then if you're running or if you're thinking of running one of those non-K CPUs, especially if you're going to run 4 DIMMs. That's going to be pretty slow when you have when you can't increase the SA voltage enough, and I guess don't spend too much money on your B die if you're going to do that. Not that I think most people buying a 12400 will buy B die, but yeah, definitely something to keep in mind, that you'll be a bit limited in terms of memory overclocking. So yeah, hope you find this helpful. I'll have the link in the description for the forum thread, and yeah, see you in the next one.